Hey there everybody, welcome back with the Plat, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we are playing JUND Warriors. I got a couple clips to follow after this, but let me kind of give you just a quick breakdown of what the deck's doing. As you can see here, basically our game plan is play a good 1-drop, into a good 2-drop, into a good 3-drop, into a good 4-drop, into potentially our late game, which is Angrath, but really you're looking through the 1 through 4. So, basically like a mid-range deck, There's some aggro-y elements. Sometimes Gutter Bones get in for a lot of damage. Sometimes Pelt Collectors do get to 4/4s by turn like 3 with the Gruul Spellbreaker. So there is some definitely like aggro-y, but it's mostly a mid-range deck. The only thing that I've changed here from normal deck lists that you'll see is I don't run Goblin Chain Whirlers because I don't have them. So I'm running Legion Warboss and Izzareth the Awakener. I really didn't want to mess up the curve at all. I still wanted the kind of the 1 to 2 to 3. And overall, we can just go through the cards. Rix, this card is like one of the best top decks in Magic the Gathering in these colors. You ping them for 1, you play down a 4-mana 2/2, but then you get to draw 3 cards. The value is absolutely insane. Even on turn 2, just being able to loot a card is very powerful. This card has saved my ass multiple times. It's a fun card to play, and it has very high power level late in the game, which is great for a 2-drop that could scale into the late game. Growchamber Guardian, exactly the same thing, right? 2-mana 2/2, not impressive. But, being able to pay 4 mana to get another one into your hand, and then on turn 5, you could play 1 and play a 4/4 for 5 mana that draws you another good creature. This card just scales very well into the late game. It's not always the best turn 2 play, because a lot of times it'll get answered by a shock, but a lot of your turn 2 plays will get answered by shock in Magic. So, it's a great late game card that's good early game as well. And it obviously has lots of just synergy with value. Thorn Lieutenant, this card, damn. We're only running 1 of it. I was thinking about cutting Growchamber Guardians for more Thorn Lieutenants because this card eats up mono red like hardcore. The 1/1s can be killed by a Goblin Chain Whirler when they're playing it, which kind of sucks, but a 2-mana 2/3 that replaces itself when they Lightning Strike it, so you could still trade with their Pyromancers or trade with their Fanatical Firebrands, or even better, like a good not a combo, but I had a Thorn Lieutenant down, and they Lightning Striked it. I played Status out of my hand, gave it +1/+1, and then they shocked it, and they didn't realize that I would get 2 1/1s out of it because it was 2 different targetable effects that they were targeting with. So they spent 2 cards to kill my 2/3, and I ended up with 2 1/1s after it, which is just a crazy powerful play. Needless to say, I did win that game. Lightning Strike, early removal, sometimes goes face. Izzareth the Awakener, one of the cards I'm playing instead of Goblin Chain Whirler. This card has been very, very impressive to me. I played it because it's just like a 3-mana 3/3 Death Touch, so it kind of blocks and kind of attack it through for damage. But obviously, the rest of the text, when you attack with it, you pay X. When you do, a converted mana cost equal to X or less can come from your graveyard. Is it equal to X or less? With converted mana cost X, it has to be exactly X, so you pay exactly what you want. Comes right onto the battlefield. So frequently, this card is pulling out Gruul Spellbreakers that got, died earlier in the game. It's sometimes pulling out a Growchamber Guardian so you have a chance to start that chain again. Sometimes it's pulling out a Rix just to help you loot a card. Thorn Lieutenant's great. Even obviously all the earlier curves here are good. You're never going to hit a Rekindling Phoenix because obviously they pull themselves out. Legion Warbosses are usually not that great of targets. But this card has been absolutely nuts, as if it gets 1 or 2 attacks off, not only are you not playing cards from your hand, you're playing cards, from your graveyard right onto the battlefield. It's kind of like drawing a card, it's like it's like draw a Spellbreaker from your deck, play it for free, but it's even better than that. Legion Warboss is pretty good, just tempo play. If you're playing against a deck like an Esper, they don't have an answer. You're on the play, they're on the draw. You get this down before they have 2 mana up, so they're 2 turns away from Neldikaya. So you get this down, you get attack. It gets in just for a ton of damage. Obviously, Gruul Spellbreaker is a 3-mana 4/4 or a 3-mana 3/3 haste with hexproof half the time. Always just a nuts card. This is an easy auto include. Phoenix is absolutely a game changer. It's like not impossible to remove, but it either trades 2 for 1 or they have to have very specific like Vraska style removal. Very, very powerful. Another card that I don't see played that much, but is in this list, is Status Statue. Now, Status is surprisingly good because people aren't playing around a +1/+1 and Death Touch. So frequently, it does let you get trade as removal for you get a +1/+1 your guy. Your guy could then make the trade, so your guy lives, so which is pretty great value already. Or you can just +1/+1 your fucking Gutter Bones and trade with a goddamn Carnage Tyrant or something, you know? It gets through the hexproof, obviously, because you're targeting your own stuff, which is really good. Sometimes you could use it to get your creature above, like a Thorn Lieutenant gets above a Shock, or a Lightning Strike, which is sometimes usable. So it's an incredibly flexible card. A +1/+1 in Death Touch is incredibly flexible as an instant 1 mana. Not to mention the other half of the card, which can destroy creatures or enchantments at instant speed. So it's like a Mortify with 1 extra mana with the flexibility to get artifacts, which is usually not relevant. So it's like a bad Mortify basically on that half, but it's in your colors. You can actually play it. And on top of that, it has a whole other half of the card of increased flexibility. So this card always feels like it's just useful. You're always happy to have it in your hand. Like hard removal, good. Enchantment removal, good. +1/+1, sometimes good to help save a creature. Death Touch is sometimes good to help destroy a creature. So it's just a card that I've been impressed with overall. It can occasionally end up dead where you're just like, God, I wish it was a Vraska when they actually get that Teferi down, or they actually get their Kaya down, and you don't have a way to deal with it. Sometimes this card feels bad to have over a Vraska, but most of the time, it just fits into your game plan so much better. Because this runs, you know, the Rakdos colors, runs black-red, I'm running Angrath. Angrath is my favorite top-end card in black-red. It just feels good to play. You play it, you get some value out of it immediately, you get to discard one of their cards, they're going to spend a card or multiple attacks trying to get rid of it, you get some damage in, or you get rid of their, you know, key creature. You know, if they have like a Goblin Chain Whirler, it just gets rid of it. If they have a Hero Precinct 1 or something like that, that's very vital to like some sort of game plan of value, it just gets rid of it. It doesn't care. It gets rid of it and it lives, so then they have to dedicate more resources to kill it. Angrath is just a great value card. Find Finality, I haven't been super impressed with. It's obviously an insane card, but because I'm running Izareth, I didn't feel like Find was ever that useful. In Finality, I feel like I never got to the mana where it was relevant, or it was like it killed more of my board than it did their board. Because the -4/-4, obviously I can keep a Spellbreaker alive or a Phoenix alive. You'd keep the Spellbreaker alive. Or, you know, you can keep like one of your things alive, but you don't get to keep a lot of things alive, right? You keep one thing alive, nothing else lives. So I think this card's mostly ran for Find, and it doesn't feel that useful as when I'm running Izareth. I'd probably replace it with another like Thorn Lieutenant, just something that's objectively better in like 90% of the matchups. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Just wanted to give you a breakdown of the deck. There's some gameplay clips to follow, some wins, some losses, but I cut out the losses. I'm actually trying to look into incorporating more losses, games that actually teach lessons, but the issue is I usually play bad in my losses, and so it doesn't really teach about what the deck is like failing in or like what to look out for. It's mostly just like obviously bad plays that I'm streaming and I'm not fully paying attention, and I make a dumb play, I mistap my mana, things like that. But if you guys like the game, you know, the game clips you see, I stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Lots of MTG, especially with War of the Spark coming out. I stream variety of games, so I'll play some Sekiro, some Risk of Rain 2 right now as well. But Magic the Gathering is a weekly staple of my streams, and well, I hope to see you guys there. See you around. I mean, I guess, is that more impressive or less impressive? Is there more population east of the Mississippi or west? I would assume east just because of how many big cities there are over there, but yeah, we got California. Kind of a slow start. But first time playing this deck, I don't mind it. Thought I learned a bit more. Well, that's nice. Warrior. Go Pelt Collector. Mono blue or Drake's? Which one do you think? Looks like mono blue. Not too bad. Kind of what you expect. We will blow it up. Either way, we're spending 2 life to save 2 life. But it does cost us a card, but then he doesn't have a creature, so. He's gonna save up a counter? No, he's just playing a Tempest Djinn. I will take the counter. Thank you. Now what do we do? We race him? We're losing the race. No Wizards of Twart. Could have Spell Pierce. Okay. Essence capture. Paying 2 life to give him... Oh, I guess not. Okay. It must be Wizards of Torch, Spell Pierce, like Dive Down. Those are the cards that he has. Because he would definitely use Essence capture if he had it. And I will block it 100% of the time. Even if he has Dive Down, it doesn't accomplish anything. Oh, he's gonna just get rid of the ability. Okay. Still a 4/3 and it kills your 5/4. Okay. Yeah, but this time he does have the Wizard's Retort. But it means we can safely play Gutter Bones, which trades, and then I could bring him back and play him as many times as I want a turn, even if he gets countered. Currently winning the race by a long shot. Even if he has another Merfolk Trickster, his third one, it doesn't really do anything here. Because he still goes to the graveyard. His ability is not a triggered ability. Oh, that's weird. It's not like that weird, but... +1/+1 counter. Okay. What you got? Lots of Merfolk Tricksters. Opt, he's digging for an answer. Got him. Got him. Are you looking up the answers to crosswords? You're cheating. You promised me you would never cheat. On crosswords. You can cheat on me, that's fine. Alright. Pellet Collector into Growth Chamber Guardian. I like that. Seems valid. Both warriors. Yeah, I like this hand. It's good enough, you know. Early game, Growth Chamber Guardian's a lot of value. Mono white, potentially. Maybe Abzan. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Boros! Not the Boros. He's got the Boros paw. Pelt Collector. First things first, I'ma say all the Pelt Collector things. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been, oh. The way that things have been, oh. Ooh. I was skulking, then I'm messaging. Are you gonna bolt it? I honestly don't even mind. Enclave Tribunal. That is an aggro AF play, bro. And I'm totally okay with it. That's your whole turn. Fuck yeah. T2 life. This guy haste, bro. All day, bro. Take 6. Maybe the +1/+1 counter would have been better, but honestly, I just think getting in for the extra 3 damage is probably real good. Taste. Taste. She can get a taste. That is fine to us. I think I just play this guy with the +1/+1 counter. I will take trample on my guy. Both got trample. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, punk? What you gonna do? Alright. It's fine with me. Pellet Collector is being a really fucking good 1-drop right now. That's why Pellet Collector is good, just because sometimes it's an absolutely nuts 1-drop. Other times it sucks. Even if you have like 2 or 3 of those, I don't think it matters. You do gain a life, though. Which is nice. So 1 mana 2/2, have life. That card kind of fucking blows, though. A 3 mana 2/2, first strike, vigilance, lifelink. I mean, a lot of keywords, I guess. We could have just gone face with it, right? 4, 8. Yeah. I think he was already dead. They both block, deal 3 damage in a way, because that would be dead, and it would still, you know, you'd get through for 3 more because of the trample, but I don't know, maybe use it as a combat trick instead of the way we did it. 75? Cancel your card today. That's crazy. Crazy cool. Keep it up, cool chick. I like this mountain. That's a pretty good looking mountain right there. We're not playing anything this turn no matter what. Let's just, he might fungal infection us, but it's not always likely. Enters tapped, that's fine. Rule Spellbreaker next turn is pretty good. If he doesn't play anything, we definitely haste. If he does play something a little bit bigger, then we don't play it at all. He's gonna get rid of our Gruul Spellbreaker, 100%. Why would you not? But, what? That, he must have good AoE removal then or something. God, our fucking Angel. Shit. We're gonna definitely do haste. We want to get in for as much damage ASAP. He seems to have some good control. It's Esper, I guess, or just Dimir. I will gladly forsake my mountain. That's really good. I will pay the spectacle cost. God, that's so good. Jeez, that card's nuts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ritual of Suit's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. He might have Raskas, but he might not. Ritual of Suit won't hit this, neither will any kind of AoE removal. He has to have Raskas, which he does. Of course, he's got the perfect answer. 2 perfect answers in a row. When this card attacks, you may pay X. When you do, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. If that creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else, okay? I guess we take the Gruul Spellbreaker. He might have another Ritual of Suit in hand, though. That card's pretty uncommon right now. Eldest Reborn. Okay. We don't want to play anything out of our hand. I don't mind playing Pelt Collector into Gutterbones. Gruul Spellbreaker's got to be better, though. Whenever this card attacks, boom, 1 attacker. I will take action. I'll pay 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. No use in giving it haste. I will play the Gutterbones. It's only 3 mana to cycle. I guess I should have left it to discard. I wasn't looking at Eldritch Reborn because I'm a bad player. That's pretty weak, bro. We'll take action. Return target creature card with converted mana cost X. I know what this card does. I just keep rereading it to make sure I don't reread it. Kind of wanted this guy just to cycle my land because I don't need the damage, so we'll just pay 2. and I will just play the Gutter Bones. Actually, I'll put Gutter Bones in my hand, then I'll discard it. Two Elder Sporns are powerful, but they definitely don't seem that powerful right now. Do you get Thorn Lieutenant? You have no cards. This card's been pretty good. I don't know if it's Chain Whirler good, but it's been working Chain Whirler good. Alright, you still haven't done anything, though. Okay, you never did anything, really. You have some good cards, but you even got value out of Ritual of Suit, you know, by trading one card for 3 cards, but it didn't help him that much. He didn't really get anything done. Mono Red, what are you gonna do? Double Shock. One of our issues with this deck is so much of our early game is 1 HP. Like, we have 8 1-drops, all with 1 HP. And do any of our 2-drops have 1 HP? I don't think so. Growth Chamber Guardian is Growth Chamber Guardian's good, but I never feel like it goes off. That's probably my fault. I probably just am not I don't use its abilities aggressively enough, but it never feels like the right time. But I guess just getting the value from it is probably like super fucking important. We really want to land. Maybe we should have played Rix. Drawing a land next turn to play Legion Warboss is probably better, because the Growth Chamber Guardian's dead. We can't adapt it. We could play another one. It's not that bad. Christ almighty. Oh my god! Oh my god, we can't even block it. What's going on? We were doing so good. And he's playing the biggest Timmy deck of all time. Can't block it. We're almost dead next turn. You are the worst of this game. Thank you, Radjis. That's fucking awesome to hear. I appreciate you, and you're a great fucking friend. How about that? Wow. Real good guy, this Radjis here. God, I've never seen someone play like a fucking platypus. Wow, real fucking nice. Wow, that's real fucking nice. Wow, okay, real fucking nice. What do we do? We're about to die. Does it have trample? No, it does not have trample. We could chump it. Looks good. Looks fine. I'm okay with this. There she was, just walking down the street, singing do-um-diddy diddy dum diddy do. Do-um-diddy hibby dooba dabba dee, skip-a-dee up, skipping stones, I gotta pee. Look good, look fine, look good, look fine, I don't know, blah blah blah. Oh my god, is that an incubation druid? Is that an incubation druid? Incubation, incubation druid, incubation druid. What are you doing? You think that's gonna scare me? We got 1 damage on green. 1 mana green, deal 1 damage. Whenever creature control becomes a target of spell or ability your opponent controls, you may draw a card. All right, that ain't shit. Ooh! It's been rain, it's been rain. It's been rain. Thank you so much, you fucking savage. You fucking straight savage AF, bro. You savage AF. There Radjis was just walking down the street singing do-um-diddy. Radjis is so cool. They're the coolest fucker in the whole wide world singing do-um-diddy. Radjis is so fucking cool. He's so cool. He's so fine. So cool, so fine. Radjis is so divine. You gonna attack? Hey, so you're gonna get through for 3? You're gonna get through for 3? Okay. I don't mind that. You can get through for 1. Hell Collector becomes a 3/3 and then immediately becomes a 4/4. I will take my 4/4, please. How's everyone doing, by the way? You mean me and you, Rajisk? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Friend, ally, lover. What are you doing? How are you doing today? How's the night shift treating you? Is it still suck dick, or is it like way cool? I assume it's way cool. And sucking dick's not bad. You know, I have nothing against it. Brad's here too? Yeah, I know he's here, but he has not chatting. Oh, he said I agree. Okay, no. Utter shit. Your guys' name has the same exact color, so throws me off. Carnage Tyrant, huh? Do I attack with this? Trample and trample. I'm gonna risk it. You know what? Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. It's not great, but it is pretty good. Hey, Platypus. Look at that Platypus whipping out the Platypus. It's fine, I don't mind it. You get more money and usually do less work and don't have to deal with management. Fuck management, man. If there's one thing I'm gonna tell my boss, is fuck management. Fuck 'em. Fuck all the management coming straight from the underground. Fuck all the management coming straight from the underground. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? We're gonna take 6. 5. What you got? What the fuck do you got? Death touch, motherfucker. There she was, just walking down the street singing. Look at all that emote. That's a smiling doggy diggy doo, doggy woo. It looks good, looks fine, doggy doo. Doggy is so fucking fine. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Are you the king of games yet, or at least a dual master? Dual master? Is it dual or is it duel? I don't know. It keeps me up at night. Boink, boink. We never run out of the attacking creatures. We never run out. We never run out. We gonna win this day. We gonna win this game. You cannot stop us, bruh. No matter what you're gonna do, we ain't gonna lose, and that is the truth.